Hey group, it is now the first week of December out here in South Texas. And as some of you probably recognize, this is Zach Fowler's old 30-day camp from 2 years ago. Now we're not here to look at this camp per se, but it does look pretty good. Zach does need to come back. But Huck and I are out here in the forest right now to look for a deer skull. Now about a week ago, come on Huck, let's go. About a week ago, we were out here throwing crawdad traps, and it's not exactly crawdad season, but we like to try and figure out what's going on with the creek. We had a drought, we had a flood, and then we got some rain, again, about a week ago. Now, we were out here with Shauna, my wife, and she spotted something across the creek when we were tossing out traps. And it is supposed to be over there. Go ahead and stop walking there for a moment. Way over there across the creek. Y'all might be able to spot that. I can't see that far, but she said that there was a deer skull over there. Now, she didn't tell me if there was a carcass with it. She said she couldn't tell if there was any more bones to it or just a skull. But we're gonna go ahead and try and find that here today. So I'm gonna find my way across this creek. It's the same creek in the same area that Zach Fowler and them were throwing out and getting crawdads from. But we'll try and find a way over there, hopefully easily, without getting wet. I'm pretty sure Huck's gonna get wet though. Let's go, Huck. So down the bank we go in order to find that thing over there. So we'll see. Now this is a way to get antlers. Because a lot of folks like to go ahead and make knife handles out of these antlers. So it's good to go collect them here and there. We have plenty of calcium, plenty of bones in this forest, so I'm not taking anything away from the wildlife per se, but it's more of a curiosity. This is the second skull that we've had over there, or second dead deer over in this area. I haven't been across this creek in this area for 20 years, but my cousin Ronnie has. So I'm gonna kind of tell on him right now. Guys, bear with me, I'm going through this trail. I'm gonna try not to fall in the creek. Huckleberry, you coming, bud? Huck, come on, bud. Come show me the path. But Ronnie, about a year ago, was down here, and he spent the better part of 3 days finding a whole lot of deer sheds. And I'm gonna kind of tell on him right now, because I think it's a funny story. But getting a little close to the edge there. Ronnie was picking up a lot of sheds, and he made kind of a game out of looking at them because he got some absolutely fantastic sheds. No skulls, just the sheds. And he would sit there and look at them and just kind of think about how big that deer was going to be next year. Because every year, for the most part, most deer are going to grow bigger and bigger horns. Making it, Huck? There you go. So Ronnie was up here, up on this ledge, looked down about right there. I don't know if the deer is still there, but he took the antler and the skull. But he hopped down here, went all the way across, went through all that brush, found the skull, brought it back, and we were admiring it for a moment when he piped up and said that he wondered what it would look like next year, how big those antlers would be, because it was such a beautiful rack on that skull. And just for a split second, we all thought about it, and we were all with him there for a moment, and then we looked at it again, and while he was admiring it, it kind of all dawned on us at the same time that that deer was not going to get any bigger for Ronnie to find those sheds next year. So a little bit of humor there. My goodness, guys. It used to be a lot easier 20 years ago right here. Here we go. Hopefully I'm not murdering this video too much. Beautiful. The creek was almost dry a week ago, so we got some much needed rain. Here we go. Should be the way to get across right here. What you think, Huck? Can we get across right here, bud? No, I'm under no illusions. This is going to be rough. Nobody goes over to this side. Not in this area. There is no trail. You see the skeptical dog right there? Yeah. Here we go. Being able to see the depth would have helped me out there. That would have helped a lot. Let's go see if we can't find that skull. This stuff's rough to walk through. You can fall into holes out here through this this rushy stuff. And more than that, lots of animals like to bed down in it. So hopefully we don't scare up any pigs. More of a curiosity though, this is the second large buck that's gone down over here. This is an area that we hunt. And when we do hunt, we kill whatever we shoot. We don't miss. So it's pretty curious. We'll check for any kind of bullet wounds, any kind of broken bones, things like that. Huckleberry, what you got, bud? I don't know. He's looking for something. Let's see here. This is a lot more navigable than it used to be. Something white. It's all cactus. Shauna said that it was underneath or close to a log that was sideways. Let's see what we can do. Something else white down here. It's just a board. Gonna go for a search pattern. It's been a lot of years since I've been over here. It seems a lot easier to get around though than it used to be. Might be a pretty nice place for an old buck to go ahead and live out its life, I guess. A peaceful place. We tend to find all these sheds this time of year though. When everything starts to die back, the antler and bone, everything else really starts to stick out. Find anything yet, bud? Nothing yet. Looks like a log over there. Deer vertebrae. That might be the one from what Ronnie found, or the one we're looking for. Let's see. There's some more. What's that? Those are vertebrae. Y'all laugh at me if I've already passed it up, guys. Those of you that know that I am blind understand, sympathize with me. And I never trained Huck to go after antlers. So he really doesn't know what we're doing right now. Is that it? Nope, that is not it. That is a tree. So, there's forest over here. Just heard Huck jump in the water. There's the sideways log, I imagine. It's got to be close, bud. Where is it? Where's that deer, bud? All right. It is frustrating not to be able to see stuff. Let's see what we can do, though. Here's more vertebrae. Leg bone. All right. This would be really helpful if the dog could help me out. Find anything, bud? I think I'm in the right area. I think I am. I should be. Same vertebrae as before. Here it is. Take a look at that. All right. Wonder how many times I passed that up, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an 8-point right there. Full deer skull. There's not enough bones here to really figure out if any of them were fragmented by a bullet. It looks like probably a flood washed this down a little ways, but not too long ago. No flesh left per se. Take that out. Isn't that crazy? It's a pretty rack. It's even bigger. That's what we're looking for, bud. See it? Yeah. That's it. So there we go. It's a bit of an insight into what I kind of go through, because that took a long time for me to find this, but not a bad set of whitetail antlers. I really don't know how to grade these things, guys. I've hunted whitetail my entire life. I know a lot of folks know how to sit there and figure out what their scale is or what the grade is. Y'all tell me. Somebody will. I've always just gone by poundage, how many pounds of meat I get off of them. The antlers were always just kind of a curiosity to me. So big deer, lots of meat. That was my prize every year. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and hike back across here and find my way without falling in. Huck's already taken his bath. He'll take me back across. But yeah. Wonder why these guys are coming over here and dying. I'm not sure. Not sure at all. But kind of a beautiful rack. This will go into the pile. I go ahead and I donate these once every year or so to a couple knife makers. And then they'll make knives out of them. And several of those knives are going to get donated to the BSA, to the Boy Scout Ranch, the Buffalo Trail Scout Ranch. So it goes into an auction. If y'all are interested, give me a holler. But beautiful deer antlers. We get some bigger ones, thicker ones from here and there, depending on the year. But thank y'all for putting up with me traipsing through this creek bed and putting up with me walking around in circles, whole bunch. But hopefully y'all enjoyed that a little bit of an antler hunt. What you can do with this, you can knap flint with these guys. You can make spears out of them. Knife handles work really well. Antlers in general make really good tools, and they're kind of pretty. So let's see what we can do to get around here. Guys, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for putting up with this. I'm sorry for the long video. There goes the dog. He's finding something. But hopefully y'all are all safe and everything's good to go. Thank you to my Patreons, those of you that donate and make all this possible. I appreciate y'all. More to come. Always more to come. As always, well, until next time. All right, group. please excuse the mess in the shop. I've been building some stuff, getting ready for trails in the spring, so it is a mess. Now here's my measure tape. Understand that it starts at about an inch in from the tape. So if you see me holding my thumb right here, that's where the 0 is. It's kind of a strange tape. I've never done this before, so thank y'all, and tell me where I messed up as far as what I'm getting here. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and go for the circumference real fast of the antler. I believe that's what we're calling it. And that is 3.5 inches right there. 3.5 for the circumference. From end of the point to end of the point. It's going to be 12 inches. Inside to inside. It's going to be 16.5. I'm not sure what all I need in here, guys. And that's going to be 5 inches for the spread right there. For our lengths and our points, 2.5, 6.5, 4. I'm not sure if y'all need this one or not, guys, but I'll give it to you anyway. And that's 5. Go ahead and go from the tip here, inside. All the way down. 18 inches all the way down. So pretty looking deer. Again, it's an 8-point. In Texas, this is an 8-point. I know in some places y'all call this a 4-point, but I've never really looked at it, never really cared, because a lot of the bucks we get out here have 5 points on one side and 7 points on the other, and that counting system is kind of strange to me. So last thing I want to show y'all, you can tell this one's probably been out in the weather for about a year. It's sun bleached compared to this deer antler right here. Now this was picked up about 3 years ago, so it's got some of the color in there. That's not from me staining it, that's just picking it up at the right time. I don't know if y'all can tell the similarities in these two skulls. Pretty similar. I don't know enough about deer to kind of draw any kind of conclusion, but we take care of our big deer out here, and the grandfathers, they live for quite a while. We don't harvest those, and I'd imagine they get around pretty well. So y'all tell me what you think, group. Thank y'all for scoring these and for watching the video. Until next time.